Here's the MDX Ancestor function, and the idea of the Ancestor function is to simplify things so we don't have to do this chaining of the parent, parent, parent moving up in a hierarchy. So I've got a little better code example here for you, if I can figure out how to do that. Oh, I select this. Down here you go. Here's a little better screenshot. So what we have down here is, here's the code we're going to show you over in the editor, which I might as well get right on over into that. So here's this code down in here, and I've got a little better explanation on the PowerPoint. So the first thing we have down here is we're coming through down here and we're using this calculated member with member measures X, and blah, blah, blah. As we drop that on down, now we come down here and we have a calculation. So the first thing we have in block 1 down here, which is the level expression. All right, here's my level expression, and I'm using current member so I can loop on through it. Block 2, I'm going to return the internet sales amount. So here's my block 2, internet sales amount, which is going to be returned. And that's a little bit of a screw up. Over in here, the arrow moved on over. And here's the X. If we follow that on down, the internet sales amount, oh, it's X dot X, yeah, on 0. So as we get this percentage, we drop on down. We're going to format this as percentage, and I used the 0%. I could have just put it in percent down here like this, so as you can see the formatting coming on through. Now we're going to use the descendants function, which we cover in another video, and we're descending down from Australia, and we're using the self to descend down from Australia. In a minute I'll go in and show you that code down here and change these options on out so you can see the different functions which will affect Ancestor up here. So now descending down from Australia, I've got the Ancestor function, which is going to come through and calculate based on the Ancestor of Australia, which is, Australia down here is the Ancestor, so I'm going to calculate the percentage of sales. So here we are. I've come through, and here's the code we just examined. Here's my Ancestor function, and I'm using self, and when I execute that down here, here's my X, 43%. Now when I change the descendant function, you'll see the Ancestor function change on out too. So here again, I've changed the descendant down here, and I'm asking for a before. So now what I'm asking is, on my descendants, as I drop on down from the current member, which is Australia, okay, rather than retrieving those current members that we had over in here, I'm using and passing through the descendant function, and I'm changing that on out. I'm saying, okay, go before, and obviously before is 100% of the calculated measure. Now I've come down here and I've changed it again. All the code for the Ancestor is the same. I've just changed the descendant function, and I asked for after, and not the same. That, ignore the comment. So now here's my results, and as you see, as I drop on down, now I'm descending on down and bringing in the percentage of sales using my Ancestor function, what percentage of these individuals were of Australia. See, as we drop on down, effectively they're all going to be about 0%. There may be some small numbers in here because I have 3,600 odd rows in the cell set as I return that on across. So there's my Ancestor function, rather than going parent, parent, looping on up, and then I'm bringing back down the descendants. So my Ancestors is bringing back down this X, doing my calculation, and then I'm using descending on down and saying what percentage is that calculation.